Gotta feel like hell tonight.
Sheryl Crow.
And tears of rage I can't.
On her country roots and her secret muse.
Do you know what inspired that?
Well, I know what inspired it.
Unplugged. More Primetime Monday from Nashville in a moment. Sheryl Crow comes home to country. Primetime Monday continues in a moment.
Opry, Elizabeth Vargas.
One name you might not expect to hear in Nashville is Sheryl Crow. She's been called the premier female rock singer of her generation, and she's rocked with everyone from the Rolling Stones to Bob Dylan. But now the girl from the country is coming home to her roots. She's one of the most accomplished musicians, man or woman, in rock and roll.
Second verse. No, let's do the re-intro.
She plays half a dozen instruments, all of them well. And so when Sheryl Crow goes out on tour, which is often, her fans turn out by the thousands.
Miss Sheryl Crow!
Whether performing her own music or the music of some of her very famous friends like the Rolling Stones, Sheryl Crow commands the stage like a rock star.
Did you have, in your wildest dreams, any idea that you would become as enormously successful as you
I don't
have?
even have a sense of it now. I mean, it's probably been less fun for me than maybe it has for other people because I've been so into the process of wanting to grow and be respected, and probably respect isn't as much fun as being famous. You know?
Of course, she is famous enough that she can take a few chances with her career, and that's exactly what she's doing. Sheryl Crow was packing up and heading south to Nashville.
Why shop around for a place to work or live? What is it about Nashville?
In Nashville?
Yeah.
I just find as I get older, I really gravitate to that land and to those people and to that kind of music, and I just kind of want to be closer to home.
Home is Kennett, Missouri, just across the Tennessee state line. So close it has the landscape and texture of a small southern town, more Nashville than St. Louis.
I probably had the same kind of childhood that most kids in small town America had in the early 70s. On the weekends, you cruised up and down the street, and you circled A&W and Dairy Queen, and then you snuck out and drank beer, and, you know, that was sort of the tone of your summers. And I think that my music is so based in that kind of Americana.
Over the past couple of years, Sheryl has slowly been making her way back to those roots via Nashville. Nashville has always welcomed musicians, no matter what genre. Bob Dylan, the Rolling Stones, Bruce Springsteen, they've all spent time here. Once in town, the first stop was usually the home of country music legends Johnny Cash and his wife June Carter Cash.
They collected people, and the requirement for the collection was that you be gifted.
Robert Orman has been writing about the Nashville music scene for 25 years.
Cash embraced Sheryl just as he had embraced Joni Mitchell, just as he embraced Joan Baez. It was a very eclectic group, united by the fact that Johnny believed in their music. And that's why Sheryl fits.
Nashville's best country. Everybody wants to hear this one. Sheryl Crow and her pal Kid Rock.
Thought about you for a long time.
Last year, Sheryl Crow made her debut on Nashville radio, singing a duet with another unlikely country singer, Kid Rock.
I found your picture today. I swear I'll change my ways.
Picture made it to the top of the country charts, bringing Sheryl one step closer to acceptance in Nashville.
Nashville demands that you be a craftsman, that you really can sing without the aid of studio trickery, that you really can play your instrument, and that you can make well-crafted songs. I could take any country artist and sit them in a chair and put a guitar in their hands and say, sing me your hit. And they can.
I belong a long way from here.
That's part of what it means to be a country artist. Sheryl does do that.
That makes you happy. Then why the hell are you so sad?
I think that most of what I've done has been kind of founded in that music. And I just find that that's so much more of a comfortable place for me to be as a writer and also as a singer, and definitely as a player.
Do you think that a lot of songs, when you actually deconstruct them and do them acoustically, can you really sort of unwrap and find those country roots?
A lot of the stuff that we've wound up doing, like Strong Enough to Be My Man, is really just a country song, you know. I think the way the melody is structured is, it's over 3 chords, really.
How is it?
Gotta feel like hell tonight, and tears of rage I cannot fight.
You can't change the way I am. Are you strong enough to be my man?
My man. You know, so, I mean, that's what I think country music is. It's really stories about real lives and over a simple chord change.
Heartfelt lyrics and a simple melody. Whether that defines a country song or simply a good song, it's what Sheryl Crow brings to her music. And like any good country song, Sheryl's life experiences unfold in her lyrics. Her failed romances, her bouts with depression, her struggle for success, and the pitfalls of her celebrity. It's all there, especially her failed romances.
I don't know if people sit at home and think, I wonder why she never has a boyfriend or whatever. I do, I just don't.
On the contrary, you've had a series of very interesting boyfriends.
She's dated rock legend Eric Clapton, actor Owen Wilson, and if you believe the rumors, she also went out with her country music partner, Kid Rock.
I don't share that part of my life with the public, do you know?
Well, actually, she does share. Just listen to her lyrics.
When you go, all I know is you're my favorite mistake.
My favorite mistake is your favorite song.
It is.
Why?
It is my favorite song. Who it's about has a lot to do with it, which I can't really reveal.
Well, doesn't everybody sort of know?
Not really, no.
No?
No.
My favorite mistake is believed to be about Eric Clapton, which of course Sheryl will neither confirm nor deny. The only thing she will admit is to a certain loneliness in her life.
The work has made me lonely because writing is lonely. It takes a lot of alone time and self-investigation.
As a writer, do you try and make yourself write at certain times, or you just sort of live your life and wait for the inspiration to strike?
Yeah, I don't really believe in that. I mean, I know that a lot of people say sit down and write every day, and I'm sure that works for some people, but for me, if I don't complete it when I sit down and do it, I'll never complete it. And then as the box of tapes grow, it says, you suck. You know what I mean? You're failing. And so I don't do that.
10 years, 9 Grammys, and millions of record sales after her debut single, All I Want to Do, Sheryl Crow is clearly a superstar. But she's also a musician who, despite fame and fortune, continues to challenge herself in the true musical tradition of Nashville.
You're in